Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. Today I'm going to be making a kind of a different recipe. It's a spin on a recipe that I've done before. So I wanted to bring it to you. I'm back in the kitchen now. I'm so excited and I'm ready to start cooking. So this is a spin on the Swiss chicken casserole. This is going to be basically the same except we're using not the cream of chicken sauce. We're going to be using the cream of mushroom condensed soup, and we're going to be putting some onions and garlic in it as well as some broccoli. So let me show you how to get it together. It's going to be seasoned well. You're going to use some of this McCormick sea salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning, and also the Sazon seasoning. We're not going to season it really heavy, just enough to give it some flavor now. And then we're going to be putting the broccoli. This is 1/4 cup of milk. You can use water if you want to. It won't change the taste of the dish. And then we're going to be putting this chicken flavored stuffing mix. You can use any kind. It doesn't have to be the brand name. This is a Walmart brand. And then here again, the cream of mushroom soup. And you can use a store brand if you'd like to. This is what I had on hand. You're going to be using Swiss cheese. You can use provolone or a different cheese if you want to. If there's a specific cheese that you like, you can use something different. This just adds a very nice taste to the dish. And this is 11 slices. You can use shredded if you want to. You just need to use 6 or 7 ounces. This is 7 ounces and there's 11 slices in that. I'm going to be using some chopped up onion and green onion that I had for my tacos the other day. We had some leftover, so I'm putting this in the dish. And I'm using 2 cloves of garlic. Also, of course, I'm going to be adding the chicken, and it will be chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs. So let's get started. All right, guys, so what we're going to do first is, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to open up the cream of mushroom soup. And I'm going to empty it into this little mixing dish here. And just make sure you scrape it all out. And like I said, I usually use cream of chicken soup in the Swiss chicken casserole, but cream of mushroom soup is so good as well. And this is what I had on hand. So I said, let me try this cream of mushroom today. And we're going to add in 1/4 cup of milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. And you want to just get it mixed in. I was going to use this little whisk, but I think this is going to fold it in nicely. This little scraping spatula. Okay, before I get it all incorporated, I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic in. You know what? Let me put the second one in also. You don't have to put 2 cloves of garlic in if you don't want to. I love garlic, so. Put that in there. This is a fast and easy dish. And you just put it in the oven and forget about it. Until, of course, the time is up to take it out. But you know what I mean. It's not a lot of fuss with it. You don't have to be turning it and all that stuff. So this is 1/4 cup of onions that I'm going to be putting in here. And I'm eyeing this. So it could be just a little bit over 1/4 of a cup, but it looks about 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so you can get that all mixed in there. And it comes together nicely and quick. Now, if you want it a little looser, you could put a little more water in there, just like a teaspoon or so in. But this is the general consistency. Okay, so I'm going to take about a teaspoonful and just put it across the bottom of the pan to coat it. And this is what we're going to sit the chicken on. Now I'm going to put the chicken thighs in. Wash your chicken off, of course, before you do this. Wash it, and then we're going to go ahead and put it in like this. But to have the underside of the chicken seasoned, you can either do it like this, like I'm doing here, and just putting the seasoning in the bottom, and then that'll coat, you know, one side of the chicken. Or you can season your chicken, you know, all together. But I'm going to season the bottom just like this. Then I'm going to put the chicken in here so that one side is seasoned with this underneath. And then when I put the chicken on top of this, then I will season just a little bit on top again. All right, I am sorry, guys. I forgot to tell you all about the butter. I knew it was one thing I was forgetting. But you put a half a stick of butter in there. Now you can put half and half. You can do half butter, half margarine. You can do all of it butter, or you can just do all of it margarine. That's up to you. Some people cannot afford butter. I certainly understand that. You can use margarine. But right here I am using a mix. I'm using some butter and margarine mixed together. Margarine sometimes just has a little bit more of a flavor to it. I know butter is healthier, but sometimes margarine has a good flavor to it in certain things. So however you want to do it, it's your dish. You can do it that way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and season the chicken, and not heavy, you all, because the stovetop or the knockoff stovetop has seasoning in it. We just want to make this savory. If you do not want to season your chicken, you do not have to. I'm just putting a little bit on, give it some good flavor, and there we go. Now you're going to add your cheese, which here it is. This is an Aldi brand. I got this from Aldi. It's called Happy Farms, but you're welcome to use Kraft or whatever cheese you like. So we're going to go ahead and line this. Scoot this over a little bit. And I'm going to tear this last slice into thirds. I'm going to line it down the middle. Like so. Now I have 3 slices left. And like I said, that's going on the top. But right now I'm going to go ahead and put on the condensed soup, the cream of mushroom soup. Now you can mix the two together. You can use cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. You can mix those together, half of a can of each one. Campbell's, I believe, I know they used to. I don't know if they still do or not. But they had a can that had half and half in it. It was cream of mushroom and chicken soup. So if you see that, get that. If you prefer one over the other, that's fine as well. They both taste delicious. And there we go. Now we're going to add the broccoli on there. And that's one reason why I like this dish, is because it's everything in one. You have your meat, which is your protein. You have your veggies. And then the stuffing is your starch. So it's a full meal. It is a full meal. So you put the broccoli on however you'd like to do that. And voila, we are done with that. So now you want to open up your chicken flavored stuffing mix. And you can make this all from scratch if you want to. If you do the stuffing from homemade, you can certainly do it like that. Get all my little garbage out the way. Now what you want to do is kind of shake it so your seasonings are all over with the little spreading. So you want to go ahead and just sprinkle this all across the top. evenly as you can. And this is a comfort dish, y'all. This is a comfort dish. I'm getting into the one-pot meals now. I've been wanting to do this for a long time on my channel. So I said I'd wait till my kitchen was done. But you can, comfort meals are sometimes more so for winter months, fall and winter months. I mean, a good comfort dish is good anytime. But, and here's the seasoning. The bulk of the seasoning is always at the bottom. So you want to just kind of sprinkle it all across here. Just kind of make sure you get it as even as possible. And then yeah, just make sure it's as even as possible. And if it's not, just go back and kind of distribute it as best as you can. Okay. Now we're going to take the butter or the margarine or the mixture, and we're going to put it in, or put it over the top as evenly as possible. Wish I had a spout that I could just kind of pour over, but with this you got to take somewhat of your time and get it evenly over the dish. And that's just going to make it just good and savory. That's just going to tie all those flavors in, and butter just makes it better, don't it? Butter makes it better. And I'm going to get it all over there. If you want to add a little bit more butter, you can, but this usually suffices. And then with these last pieces of cheese, you can even dice them up to make it easier. And I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just going to stack them evenly and just going to cut it like that. Cut it like that again. And then cut it like so. And then we're going to put it all in the dish, and you kind of want to nestle it down somewhat in there because you don't want it to get stuck on the aluminum foil. We are covering this with foil. And there we go. It's all done, all assembled. And scoot this over a little bit. Hope you can see that really good. I tried to nestle it down as much as I could and put some of the breading on top because you don't want all this cheese stuck to your aluminum foil. You want this all in the dish. So just stick it down in there. Put some breading on top so that the cheese doesn't stick to the foil. And just kind of push it down. Now we're going to cover it with foil. And here we go. Nice and covered on all sides. I'm going to stick it into a 350 degree preheated oven. Hope you can hear me all over all this crinkling, but a 350 degree preheated oven. I'll put that in right now. I'm going to put it in for 50 minutes, and then I'm going to take off the top and let it go for about 10 more minutes and get that top nice and toasty. Here it is, you guys. It turned out amazing. I got it a little brown over here though. I set it under the broiler, left it under a minute too long, and it got the edge. So be careful if you do that. But I browned mine just a little bit. You are really supposed to just take the aluminum foil off after 50 minutes, 50 minutes. And I like to spoon a little bit of the juice over the top too. Set it back in the oven for 10 additional minutes. I went ahead and put it under the broiler to brown a little bit, and I wasn't looking, so that's why mine's a little brown. But anyway, it's still good. It's still good. So I'm going to cut a piece and show you guys. Let me taste this for you guys. You get some of this stuffing up on here. And they got the cheese and the broccoli. And I made some brown and serve rolls too with butter in it. When I tell you, this is comfort food at its best. It just has all the flavors in it. Has a good chicken flavor. Of course, we seasoned it, remember? Broccoli, the stuffing. Stuffing is good anyway. And all the little spices that come on, not spices, but you know, all the herbs and stuff with seasonings of the, I can't even talk right, it's good. Of the stuffing and the cheese, and it's just yummy, yummy, yummy. Let me get the broccoli on here. Look at that cheese, that Swiss cheese. Delicious. So, I'm gonna take a bite of this roll. I'm gonna taste a bite of this roll. And that just tops it off. Anyway, I'm not gonna eat it all because I'm eating with the rest of the family too, so I don't want to eat all mine. But anyway, make it. If you love it, let me know. And yeah, see if your family likes it. It's a good, quick, comfort meal. Like I said, you fix it, put it in the oven, set it, and it just goes. No turning, no tending to it, and all that stuff. So good. All right, guys. I will see you next time right back here on Tracie's Place. Love you all. Subscribe if you're new. Love to have you as part of my family here on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.